Service contracts. As the name specified, a contract for a service. So you come and work for somebody, you get a fee. That is what service contracts specify. You come and work for the government, you get a fee for your service. So there are two types of service contracts, which are risk service contract and pure service contract. So first of all, what is a risk service contract? So this type of contract is based on a simple formula. The contractor is paid a cash fee for performing the service of producing the resources. So all production belongs to the government, and the contractor is usually responsible for providing all capital associated with the exploration and development of petroleum resources. So in return, if exploration efforts are successful, the government allows the contractor a fee that is usually based on a percentage of the remaining petroleum revenue. So it is a cash fee and therefore subject to tax most of the times. And under risk service contract, the contractor bears all the risk but has the potential of profits. Okay, sometimes too, the economic risk is shared with the government, which makes it a risk service contract. So countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Morocco practice this fiscal regime. So that is a risk service contract. Now, what are the key features of this risk service contract? As we said earlier on, this is a summary. The state hires the contractor to explore and produce oil and gas for a fee, which is like a technical service. The contractor solely bears or shares economic risk of exploration failure with the state, as I told you earlier, and the contractor is paid for its services. So it could be an agreed proportion of the oil or gas to cover cost and fee. And the state keeps the remaining oil and gas. So that is the risk service contract. Now let's look at pure service contracts. So these are also known as non-risk contracts. So under this contractual arrangement, the contractor carries out exploration or development work on behalf of the host government for a fee. All ordinary risk is borne by the state. The contractor bears no risk. That's why we call it a pure service. I'm just offering a service. Why should I bear a risk? So this is used by countries which have substantial capital but seek only expertise to help in the exploration or development. So what are the key features of pure service contracts? The state hires a contractor to explore and produce oil and gas for a fee in the form of technical service. The contractor carries no risk of exploration, and the contractor is paid for its services, and it could be an agreed proportion of oil and gas to cover their cost and fee, and the state keeps the remaining oil and gas. Okay, so that is the fiscal systems. You should be ready to deal with them. So there are some trial questions here. The countries grant exploration and production rights to oil and gas companies under various contractual arrangements. But there are four main ones referred to as host government contract or world systems for oil and gas. Identify and explain the main features of the four main contractual arrangements. Specify and explain the contractual arrangement under which Ghana grants exploration and production rights to oil and gas companies. Then enumerate the differences between the three fiscal systems. Is PSA better than royalty tax system? Discuss. Which fiscal regime is Ghana practicing? Discuss. So these questions, we will understand them properly when we look at all the other systems. So we are now going to look at a mixture of these systems, which we call the hybrid system.